So I want to try out this new POV. I think I'll call this the court side POV. I usually record behind the fence or behind the players, but this is actually pretty cool. I'm kind of feeling this, but I feel like I should put it a little bit higher to capture everyone's. But unfortunately, I don't have two cameras. It would be so cool to edit back and forth, but maybe that would be for a future video. But let's get into it. This is a rec play at a gym near my area. We were able to rent out the space and play here for a private session. And I think I'll be playing here more often, depending on the group. Hoo hoo hoo. Yeah, so in an open play or rec play, I always try to work on things or try to focus on certain things like getting up to the kitchen line, starting a dink battle. Depending on the group, you don't know, or like the skill level of the group of how often you'll go up to the kitchen line. But I think this matchup, we are intentionally going up to the kitchen line and not trying to end it early. So yeah, let's do some commentary, chill, watch the video, hear me talk. So drops, pretty good. We got up to the kitchen line. Um, I've been noticing lately. I've been awkwardly doing that backhand as you see in the last clip. But if I do it again, I'll point it out to you what it looked like. Up to the kitchen. Oh, ended too early. That's like the big difference in higher levels is the consistency, and especially around my level, like the 4-0 level, being patient. Ooh, look at this firefight, and I'm able to reset the ball. And I notice in higher levels they're so patient into not ending the point or ending the point really quickly, but it's more strategic. It's not, I would say, not pulling the trigger as much, not pulling the trigger too early. Uh, One thing that people know when watching is that people make mistakes. Like, they're not going to be super consistent all the time. If we are consistent all the time, then we're 5 O's. But I think whenever I watch like rec play, I always give grace. Like, hey, like let's say someone say 3-0, right? Like, okay, there's certain shots, although it may seem like let's say one clip you see them hit and you're like, oh, that's 3-0 play. Like, that's one play out of everything. But if you notice like a reoccurring pattern of like this type of play, X and Y, like, okay, they don't have that in their bag yet. Um, and that's what's cool about me recording my matches. I'm seeing it more clearly now during live play. Like, oh, they don't have that shot in their bag. Like, for example, like a top spin drive, they don't have it. Like, obviously, like when that situation happens, if you're analyzing a video, you're like, oh, how come they didn't do a top spin drive, let's say one time, and then they do it again? Like, oh, that was an opportunity for a top spin drive. Maybe they don't have it in their bag yet. It's like, and it's all situational. So, oh, I like this one. It's pretty cool. Oh, I notice that around my level, the majority of the time when somebody speeds it up, if the other person or your let's say you speed it up and the person returns it, the person if that person doesn't make an unforced error, you have a higher chance of losing the point. That's what I noticed. But sometimes if I'm playing like lower levels, if I speed up the ball, the point just ends. But if they do get it back, the more times they get it back, the lower chance I get from winning the point. Ooh, what a dink. That's disgusting. So let's get into, so now we're in the dinking battle. Link to the middle, link to the middle. So my game philosophy is if I'm in that's a mental error. But if I'm in trouble or if I don't have position of controlling the ball, I always link to the middle. Always. Um, think there. Ah, so close. We're controlling the kitchen. I think we're. Oh, ooh, was that out? Was that in? I don't know. Keeping them back. Top spin drop. A smash. I mean, top spin roll. Back spin roll. Back spin roll. So, like, lower levels, you don't see that type of shot, right? Like, so I would say, like, that's like a 3.5 plus or around 4.0. If you see somebody doing that, like, you know, intentionally doing it. So kind of like that. Like I sped it up super low and I missed it. And I ended up losing the point because I initially sped it up and my opponents were able to get it back. That was just on my end. I shouldn't be speeding up balls from way below the net. Rallies. As you're watching through this, you see like we're winning majority of the points through dinks, and we're just being patient. Ooh, what an attack! Yeah, just being patient, and that's how. Ooh, way to get the ball out of the air. Yeah, whenever a ball that I can take out of the air, I'm taking out of the air. But when I started doing that, I always noticed that I always try to speed it up or try to attack the ball, but once that I could have just dinked the ball out of the air as a natural habit. I've been doing that lately and it's kind of like aggressive, which is good. Instead of like trying to flick that ball every time attack the ball from out of the air. So I've matured from that. I just dink the ball out of the air like a volley, put pressure on my opponents. So that's been really helpful lately. And the more you play, the more things click, and the more you drill, the faster more things click. One thing about drilling though, like I noticed, it's like a very few people want to drill or they don't know how to drill. Um, Luckily, I have like coaching background. Like I taught tennis and taught people pickleball, mainly like beginners and intermediates. Taught a couple like people just below me, but not. I haven't like I don't really teach people way more advanced than me. Oh. So I think we had a big lead, and then they're starting to come back, and let's see if they could uh, come back. They're just thinking, keeping patient. Ooh, again, I think that's like a one bad habit of mine. I try to speed up the ball from below the net off the bounce. I gotta respect the dink. If I don't respect the dink, like I could get crushed like that. Not like that, but earlier when I speed it up. Drive. And he hit it out. That was a good game. Thanks for watching. Till next time.